Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another tropical update here with Agent Weather Forecast. We have major updates on now named Tropical Storm Bertha, and not only that, but it just made landfall on the South Carolina coast. We now have our first landfall of technically now the hurricane season, even though it doesn't start to June 1st, but this is our first U.S. landfall here of the year so far, and our first U.S. landfall in general so far this year as well. So this is actually a major update. It's going to bring catastrophic flooding throughout parts of the Carolinas, going to bring a ton of flash flooding, strong wind gusts, power outages, and all of that for the Carolinas and even parts of Georgia as well. Be sure to subscribe if you're new as well. We're going to be doing major updates on Tropical Storm Bertha throughout the whole video. If you know anybody in the Carolinas or the southeastern coast, please share the video to them so they are updated and see if they're going to be impacted by Tropical Storm Bertha. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get this tropical update. So let's go and check out that National Hurricane Center right now. So here we have Tropical Storm Bertha at 45 miles per hour. So it is a very weak tropical storm, and it just reached the tropical storm force wind not too long ago. It's still a tropical storm right now, of course, and it has made landfall as a tropical storm and will weaken to a tropical depression by the next update here. The next National Hurricane Center update at 2 p.m. It's at 1,009 millibars. So this thing is actually not extremely organized. It's not too strong, but of course it is still a tropical storm, and I did expect this to actually become a tropical storm. It strengthened so much overnight, and it has now made a landfall just to the south of Myrtle Beach. In between Charleston and Myrtle Beach, we have had a landfall there on the coast. It is now moving northwest at 9 miles per hour, so it's going to be affecting parts of the Carolinas as we continue to go on today, and you'll be seeing widespread flooding across not only the southeast but parts of the mid-Atlantic as well. So as you see, it has made a landfall. We have a special weather advisory because of Bertha has made landfall along the Carolina coast. So as you see, it is going to continue to bring in a ton of issues as well. Not only that, we have a fast flooding potential at a slight risk for 10% chance for parts of Myrtle Beach, parts of I believe that's areas into central North Carolina, and parts all the way to Roanoke. So near Roanoke, I believe we have Greensboro, North Carolina, as I believe Myrtle Beach and the Carolinas in general. We have a slight risk for flash flood. So we can definitely see a ton of threats here as well. Of course, we also have that tropical storm warning along the South Carolina coast, including parts of Charleston and parts, I believe, Myrtle Beach is actually not under that tropical storm warning, I believe so. So we do have these tropical storm warnings along the South Carolina coast. In the dark blue, that's going to be for those coastal counties, of course. So definitely going to be seeing these tropical storm force winds across these areas as well. And of course, we also are going to have some wind advisories. Arrival times, of course, it was around 8 a.m. that landfall, and it has made landfall. It actually made landfall around 9 a.m. So as you see, this thing's going to continue to cause a lot of issues throughout these areas here. And of course, it is a tropical storm. But now let's go ahead and check out the National Weather Service here. You can see detail with where we have these tropical storm warnings along the coast there. Myrtle Beach and all these other areas have flash flood watches. See satellite imagery here. Where Wilmington, North Carolina, you're going to be seeing this. It's kind of a very it's a really cool system there. It looks really organized here. As you see, you can see that kind of that center there. You can see kind of all this rotation there, all this vorticity, all that very dense cloud cover, and this thing's going to continue bringing a lot of dense cloud cover throughout the southeast as we continue. But here you have this tropical storm warnings across those areas, across those coastal areas of South Carolina there. That's going to be including off the coast of Charleston there as well. We also have tropical storm warnings inland for South Carolina, and we also have Charleston, all these other areas in flood advisories. And we have widespread flash flood watches all the way from the Roanoke area to the coastal areas, the Carolinas. That's where we have flood watches and flash flood watches because of that flooding risk. This is definitely seeing a catastrophic flooding. This is going to be catastrophic for a tropical storm no matter what. And not only that, we have special marine warnings as well. Not only that, we're going to be seeing some strong severe weather in these general areas as well. Here we have the possibility. Look at this major look at these major rainstorms across these areas. Look how large this system is going to be. And it is not fully inland yet. Obviously the eye has gone in the worst of it, is mostly right here near Georgetown and Myrtle Beach there. But we still have a lot of storms left to go over, and it is not really moving extremely fast. They're only 9 miles per hour, so this is going to be moving at a really slower pace here, but that's definitely going to cause a lot of flooding for Florence, Wilmington, Greensboro, even parts of Charlotte. It's just going to be, let's go ahead and zoom out. Look at this. This thing's a major system here. You can just kind of see this major system, extremely large for this weak tropical storm here. It's going to bring catastrophic flooding for parts of the Carolinas. And it's going to very well bring catastrophic flooding for parts of Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia by tomorrow as well. So, as you see, this thing is a very well looked like system here. It's very organized based on the satellite imagery, but inside the storm, it's not extremely organized, and it's not too strong as it is at 1,009 millibars. As we look at the brightness temperature here, you can kind of see this thing is quite organized based on the satellite imagery. Look as you see, it did make landfall right there in between the Myrtle Beach area and also the coastal areas right here. So it actually did go to the south a lot more. All the models were expecting it to go right onto the border. Actually, all the models were expecting it going right to the border, like right on the border. But this system actually did go right here. So it actually did make landfall for South Carolina. And as you see, we're going to be seeing very dense cloud cover to move into parts of Georgia. You're going to start seeing some more dense cloud cover throughout parts of the Carolinas because you see some really strong bands in these areas. But very decently strong system here for this time of year, because we don't have systems at this point moving even close to these areas at this time of the year. But we are seeing quite the strong cloud cover and quite the strong storms. Let's go and check out the real satellite imagery here, the natural color, which is daytime. So here we have this major system right here. This is all of the cloud cover. We actually have a system as well popping up right there. But as you see, we're seeing dense cloud cover across all the southeast and mid-Atlantic, mostly because of the system here. But see, the most dense cloud cover is right here, and that is because of this tropical system, as you can tell. Very dense cloud cover, so you can just kind of follow where the bands are based on the cloud cover. It's going to continue to see very dense cloud cover moving in throughout areas of the Carolinas and also moving to Georgia. So Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, you guys are going to continue to see that dense cloud cover moving in. You can kind of see that dense cloud cover flowing into Georgia. You can really see this dense cloud cover pushing into Georgia as well, parts of Augusta. I'm going to start getting some really dense cloud cover very soon. So you guys will not see the sun whatsoever today or maybe even tomorrow until the afternoon because of this tropical storm Bertha. Definitely bring really dense cloud cover, flash flooding, catastrophic flooding, as you can say that. We can possibly have up to half a foot of rain still left to come, and we've had up to 3 to 4 inches already. Not only from when it made landfall, but from the outer bands as well. But this thing is definitely not something you see not only in June or of course not even in May. But it's not like you don't really see something moving the system until August or September. You don't really see things coming into the southeast like that. But we've had 2 named systems already out of all the Atlantic names. And, of course, we had Arthur, which formed around right here, of course, and then moved up the coast and then avoided the Outer Banks. And then we have this one, which forms around right here as a system, and then it comes right here. So the fact that we've had not only both our named systems or named storms make close landfall or close landfall, but they've both affected the United States. And not only have they both affected the United States, but they both affected the same region, the Carolinas. Arthur was miles away from landfall, and this made a direct landfall on areas south of Myrtle Beach. As we now look at what we see right here, as you see the tropical storm warnings, of course, in the blue color, and this is where it was at 8 a.m., and of course, it made landfall around 9 a.m., so it wasn't too far off the coast at 8 a.m. Then in the 8 a.m. update, and it is expected to become a tropical depression here. Not going to be post-tropical, it's going to weaken to a tropical depression here. It's still going to be maintaining as a tropical cyclone, but as a tropical depression, of course, there. So that's what we're going to be seeing there. A tropical depression by 2 a.m. 2 p.m. today, and then by 2 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to be seeing this as a tropical depression there. It could become post-tropical later on, though. So as you see, we are going to be seeing still some strong wind gusts across parts of the Carolinas. The center of the system is expected to go over parts near Columbia, go over parts of Charlotte, but we're also going to be seeing widespread rainfall across all of these areas here. So Of course, going to be seeing widespread cloud cover, catastrophic flooding, and all of that. Here's the new NAM3 CAN model update. So here we have that low pressure system just over the coast there as it just made landfall within less than an hour ago, I believe so. And it's going to continue to bring catastrophic flooding for parts of the South Carolina, Columbia, parts of northern South Carolina, Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, even parts of Roanoke, Charleston. You guys are going to be seeing catastrophic flooding. It's going to be just major flooding throughout these areas here, as you guys can tell. Definitely not going to be really fun whatsoever. It's going to be just really heavy downpours there. And of course, it's not going to be too fast of a moving system. It's not going to be moving that fast whatsoever, really. It's going to be a bit of a slow moving system there. But definitely going to be seeing major flooding as our biggest threat, as you guys can tell. And as we now go to the total rainfall, we are going to be seeing, basically, we're going to be seeing a ton of rain in this area. You can kind of see the cone, expected cone to go like this. This is what we're expecting to go throughout parts of Virginia, West Virginia. You guys can be the last areas to see that tropical they're going to see that tropical cyclone. You're going to be seeing as a tropical depression, but as it now moves more to the north, it will become post-tropical as it weakens. So as we see, we're going to be seeing possibly 6 inches left to come throughout parts of South Carolina. In parts of North Carolina, you guys can possibly expect 4 to 5 inches left of rain. Even parts of Virginia and West Virginia, you guys can expect up to 4 to 5.5 inches of rain as well. And also, not only are you going to be seeing 4 to 6 inches of rain, but also add on to tropical storm force winds for parts of the Carolina coast, and also for parts of the southeast. Whoever's going to get affected with this catastrophic flooding, add on tropical depression force winds as well. As we look at the current winds, at 10 a.m. here, we're going to be seeing up to possibly 42 to 43 miles per hour here, 44 miles per hour. Myrtle Beach, you guys are seeing 32 miles per hour. Garden City, 32 miles per hour. Georgetown, 30 or 17 miles per hour. But look at these really strong winds right here throughout these general areas. Can be seeing just getting to that tropical storm force winds there. As we now move to 12 p.m., going to start seeing these stronger winds for Sumter, for parts of South Carolina. Florence, South Carolina, you guys can get some 17 miles per hour there. And as it continues to move inland there, you can see some strong winds for Charlotte there. Could possibly see 60 miles per hour. For scattered areas, 25 miles per hour. In those general areas, even Winston-Salem, Greensboro, you guys are also going to be seeing some stronger wind gusts as we continue to move on there. But really, it's not going to be too major. Just going to be seeing some general areas. You're going to be seeing 20 to 25 miles per hour. Maybe even 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gust. So this is what we have right now. This is what we have right now here for the National Hurricane Center. Continue to monitor Tropical Storm Bertha here. Just very surprised that we've seen these two systems being in general the same area, which is not really. We've seen two preseason storms before, but I don't remember the last time we've actually seen two of the storms actually affecting the United States. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye, guys.